So the Western Cape has suffered a number of devastating fires in the beginning of this year, with emergency services stretched to the limit. A local pastor said this about the fires, and I quote, "These things happen, suffering happens, because God's hand of grace is lifted off of people and an area. It's because of continued sin and rebellion." So this pastor suggested that we repent of our sin, and when we do so, the fires will stop. By the same line of reasoning, I'm wondering if the devastating floods in Limpopo and Mozambique are because God's hand of grace has been lifted off of these areas. And how about those children who've died in the taxi accidents? Did God turn away from them because somehow there was sin? My name is Pastor Pete, and I want to unequivocally reject the idea that God allows disaster to take place because people have sinned. Now, I know that the Bible has passages that seem to suggest that God strategically punishes some and rewards others. But the fact is, Jesus emphatically disagreed with this. If you turn to the Gospel of Luke chapter 13, read verses 4 and 5, you find Jesus referencing a tragic collapse of a structure in ancient Jerusalem. 18 people were killed, and the disciples said, had they sinned to deserve the structure falling on them? And Jesus says that this was not the result of their sin. Here, Jesus challenging the prevalent idea that disasters were divine punishment on those who sin. So can I ask us to do less explaining of God as if we understand the mind of the Almighty? Let us rather admit that tragedy happens and we have no answer for it. What we do know is God is present in the middle of disaster, giving people courage and strength to cope. While we do desperately want a God who saves us from disaster, the fact is, bad things happen to good people and bad people alike. We can respond by standing alongside of those who suffer, giving them courage and hope without passing judgment on them. So let's offer kindness and love to those who struggle. And you know what? God will give us the strength to do this.